Students, this is Sivakumar, 12th Standard Business Mathematics and Statistics, Chapter number 3, continuation of exercise 3.1. Now problem number 6. Find the area of the region lying in the first quadrant bounded by the region y that is equal to 4x squared, x equals 0, y equals 0 and y equals 4. You are given first quadrant. First quadrant. To find area in the first quadrant. Okay. Now, y that is equal to 4x squared. Look at that. X equal to 0 means equation of y axis. You know very well. Equation of y axis, what it is? X equal to 0. Apart from that, you are given y limits. Since you are given y limits, definitely have to apply the formula either integral x dy or minus x dy. So that I am finding x from equation number 1. Y that is equal to 4x squared. Can we write 4x squared that is equal to y? Same only. 4x squared equals y. I am retaining x squared in the left hand side. Y divided by 4. Taking square root on both sides. If you take square root, since x squared is there, while taking square root you have to introduce plus or minus. Square and square root get cancelled. X equals plus or minus root y divided by root 4. Root y divided by root 4. What is the value of root 4? 2. Now write x and y. We have to trace the curve. Here we are given y equals 0 and y equals 4. So y equal to 0 and y that is equal to 4. When y that is equal to 0, y that is equal to 0, equation number 1 implies 4x squared that is equal to y. 4x squared that is equal to y. Y, what is the value of y? 0. Therefore, x squared that is equal to 0 by 4. X squared equal to 0 by anything 0, which implies x equal to 0. Next, when y that is equal to 4, equation 1 implies, substitute y that is equal to 4. 4x squared that is equal to y, y that is equal to 4. Therefore, x squared equals 4 by 4, x squared equals 1. Therefore, while taking square root on both sides, square root of x squared that is equal to root 1. Since x squared is that, you have to introduce plus or minus. Alright, here taking square root on both sides. X squared square root is x plus or minus. What is the square root of 1? 1 only. Here we have x equals 0. Here we have x equals plus or minus 1. Here x equal to 0. For y equal to 0, x value plus or minus 1. Now we can trace the curve. X axis, y axis. We have a 0 and a plus or minus 1 for x. 0, I take 1 over here, minus 1. For y, 0 and 4 only. 0 and 4. First point 0, 0. Second one 1, 4 and minus 1, 4. For your reference, right here plotting points 0, 0, 1, 4 and minus 1, 4. So 1 comma 4, 1 in x-axis, 4 in y-axis, here it is. Minus 1 comma 4, another point, minus 1 in x-axis, 4 in y-axis. X squared equals 4x squared equals y. It is also a parabola. Parabola. What form it is? X squared equal to 4ay model. Therefore, open up parabola. Parabola, it is a curve only. So, while joining, you have to be very careful. You have to draw a curve, not a straight line. So, draw like this. Now, here again y limits, y equals 0 and y equals 4. Y equals 0, y equal to 0, that is the equation of x-axis. This line, that x-axis represents y equals 0. Now y equals 4. In y-axis, here we have 4. Draw a line. Passing through 4. This is y, that is equal to 4. Passing through 4, it is perpendicular to what axis? Y-axis. Now, we are asked to find out the area. In the first quadrant, area in the first quadrant. This is a closed region. Here also it's a closed region, but you are asked to find out the area in the first quadrant only. In first quadrant, one side y-axis, one side the given curve, one side y equals 4 and one side y equal to 0. This particular area, the shaded area, lies to the right of y-axis. Right of y-axis. What about the limit? Starting limit, ending limit, 0 and 4. Now, a required area. A, that is equal to integral c to d x dy, since right of y-axis. Now, c is the lower limit, d is the upper limit. Lower limit is 0, upper limit is 4. Already were given in the question, 0 and 4. That is equal to integral 0 to 4. X dy, x dy. Here x we have. X we have plus root 5 by 2, another one minus root 5 by 2. Since we are considering the first quadrant area, this particular curve lies in which quadrant? First quadrant. Since it lies in first quadrant, you have to take the positive value only. That means x equal to plus root y by 2 only have to consider. I write over here, this is x equal to root y by 2. This portion x equal to minus root y by 2. We are not considering this one. We are considering this area only. So, root y divided by 2. Root y divided by 2 can be write half dy. That is equal to half, right, as it is, integral 0 to 4. Root y can be written as y power half dy. Half. Here you have to apply the formula integral x power n dx. X power n dx, that is equal to x power n plus 1 divided by n plus 1. N, which is in the power n. Here half, that is the value of n. Here n can be replaced by half. Listen, instead of x, what is here? Y. So y power n plus 1, that is half plus 1 divided by half plus 1. Integration is over. You have to apply the limits 0 and 4. Half. Half plus 1, that is equal to half plus 1. What is the LCM? 2. 1. 2 ones are 2. That is equal to 3 by 2. Power 3 by 2 divided by 3 by 2. Limit 0 to 4 equals half. Division becomes multiplication. 3 by 2 reciprocal 2 by 3. Then y power 3 by 2. Limit 0 to 4. 2 to get cancelled. 1 by 3. What is the upper limit? 4. So y should be replaced by 4. 4 power 3 by 2 minus, and y should be replaced by 0. 0 power 3 by 2 equals 1 by 3. The 4 itself can be written as 2 square. 2 square, that is equal to 4 power 3 by 2. 2 get cancelled, minus 0 power anything is always 0. That is equal to 1 by 3. 2 cube, that is 8. Yes, 2 cube, that is equal to 2 into 2 into 2. What is the value? 8. That is equal to 8 ones are 8 divided by 3 square units. So problem number 6 is over. I'll be teaching the last problem, that is problem number 7 in the next video. Thank you, children.